Hi, it's Kevin Lobates here, and this is a continuation on my previous video concerning rewriting the Bitcoin blockchain database from scratch. So I thought I'd dig more into some of the technical issues and extend the thought experiment a bit further. So starting with, let's imagine that you have an unlimited amount of hashing power at your disposal. Maybe this is because you've built a huge mining farm hidden in Alaska or something, and you've built your own power plant, so you've got maybe 10 times the hashing power of the current Bitcoin network. Or maybe you've simply cracked SHA-256 so that you can instantly mine a block. Either way, you start off with the Genesis block and you start mining on top of it in order to rewrite the whole of Bitcoin's history, except for that very first beginning. That you can't remove. Although it doesn't really matter, because of a flaw in the implementation, the first block reward from the Genesis block can never be spent. I think I did a video on that a little while back. So what you can now do is you can instantly mine blocks with the hypothesis with the axiom I just presented. And what you can then do is you can fake a timeline. You're going to mine blocks at a tremendous rate, but you're going to timestamp them in such a way that it looks like on average they took about 9.5 minutes to mine. And you monitor the existing Bitcoin blockchain in order to ensure that your batches of blocks every 2000 or so have a slightly higher difficulty than the parallel equivalent block at the same height. So that means that your chain is going to look valid, but it's going to have more difficulty, and therefore it is going to be more valid than the existing Bitcoin blockchain. And therefore, once you've finished this whole process and you've caught up with the actual block height of Bitcoin at this time, or rather at some point off in the future, then your chain will be more valid than the existing Bitcoin blockchain, and new nodes coming in would select yours over the historical one. And there's going to be a whole bunch of technical obstacles to overcome, because various events happened during the mining of the Bitcoin blocks over the last decade. So you're going to have to ensure that, for example, when segregated witness was introduced in the canonical Bitcoin blockchain, your mirror chain does the introduction at the same time. Maybe you're going to want to have some fake transactions to actually have some activity, because it's going to look a bit odd if your chain just consists entirely of empty mined blocks with the block reward going to the miner address and no other activity taking place there. But if you have vastly more hashing power than the existing network, then you will eventually catch up. If you've got, say, 10 times the hashing power of the network at the moment, you'll race through the first 3, 4, 5 years. Then your mining will slow down a bit, but it'll still be catching up. And by the time you get close to where we are now, you'll be finding blocks, say, at 1 a minute, and the current network is finding them at 1 every 10 minutes. So you will eventually catch up. Now, you've got this mirror copy of the Bitcoin blockchain, and you put a node on the network that has all those blocks in it, and any new nodes that arrive and ask you for the blockchain, because they're trying to download the whole thing, will quickly find that yours is superior according to the protocols and algorithms, and they'll switch to that one. So in tomorrow's video, I'll then talk a bit about what will actually happen, because I think it illustrates a neat thing about the Bitcoin system, and that is that it's not just a technical system, it's also a social system. But more on that tomorrow. Bye for now.